Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83,
and the Reluctant Reviewer,
also known as Barbee0913. And this weekend we went to the Chicago Toy and Game Fair. Ta-da! This is the second year that we have gone. It's an event open to both media and consumers, which is great.
Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts.
Families, admission to get in, I think it was like 10 bucks, which is super cheap. Yeah, it's definitely an event that is promoted that you take your whole family to. It's not something just for media or YouTube channels and
not hoity-toity.
Like we don't have a ton to talk about the Chicago Toy and Game Fair, but we're going to talk about our experience, some of the stuff we got, and then maybe how it can be improved for next year. Because there's always improvements that can be made on the most perfect events. Sure. So, what did we do?
We walked around. It seemed a little bit smaller than last year. The people that were really prevalent, who had really big booths, were Spin Master and Razor.
They were both sponsors on the event, some of the higher level sponsors.
So you saw a lot of people running around with their little scooters around. That was kind of cool. They have some really cool scooters.
They have like, it's kind of like a skateboard, but instead of having 4 wheels, it has 2 wheels in the center of the board, and there's kind of like a place where it can bend on the board as well.
Well, you kind of have to curve it.
Yeah.
When you're on it, you have to kind of find your balance and curve to get around. It was really cool.
So the Razor guy was just going throughout the show, going like, he was essentially doing what Marty McFly can do on a hoverboard, but on like this really cool Razor scooter thing.
Spin Master had a few booths all around the con. Spin Master did Star Wars.
Yes.
They showed a lot of toys that they showed last year.
Like the birds.
Yeah,
that
they showed those again, and the little sewing machine.
And the Zoomer kitties were there.
Yeah.
They didn't have the big life-size dinosaur that they had last year, but they did have costumed characters come.
And that's nice. Costume characters are good for the little kids.
And me. I got my picture taken with 2 Paw Patrol characters, and you didn't see this one, and the Little Charming's main character.
I saw her.
Yeah, but I got a picture taken with her. I didn't.
Oh.
You weren't there. So,
no, I didn't see that.
But it was super cute seeing like the little kids interact with the Paw Patrol characters.
Oh, they loved them.
It was so cute.
They were trying to get the kids to smile, and the child would only look at the character and would not turn to the camera. It was so cute.
Probably wondering why the character was twice their size when their own dogs at home are not twice their size.
We did see, well, I saw Tonka, and I don't remember seeing Tonka last year.
No.
So I don't think they were around. Last year was the big thing was the rubber band stuff.
Yeah, the Rainbow Loom.
None of that this year.
No Rainbow Loom.
Lots of puzzles, lots of card games, lots of board type games, strategy games.
It was very heavy on the game aspect of the show.
Than the toys.
Less heavy on the toys.
There were a lot of vendors that were actually selling things, though. A lot of them at their tiny little booths. And if you have money and it's close to Christmas and you want a good deal, there's a lot of things you can get. I didn't have any money, so.
Yeah.
And there were prizes occasionally.
And the fun thing about the show is that if you're taking your children or your grandkids or your nieces or nephews, you can see what they like, because the kids you're pretty much told to play in the booth and like to test the products out. So if you see your child playing with something, you know, oh, that's a good idea. And then you can pick it up at the show. It's super easy. But the one nice thing about this is, whereas other events you're not allowed to touch, it's just look and don't touch. This is definitely like a show where you're supposed to get in there and play with the kinetic sand or play the card game or learn from the creator of the product what you're supposed to do.
Right, they'll walk you through the whole game right there at their booth. They're really nice, the independent people. So let's show off kind of some of the things we got. Some vendors were really nice, and they gave media bloggers and like us things to eventually show you guys in more detail on our channels. So we did receive some items that you will see again in more detail later. So let's see, who should we start with? Okay, why not? Grandpa Beck.
Grandpa Beck.
He does card games. There's one more that was kind of pictures of golf and things you would do with golf. I'm not into golf, but he said it had nothing to do with golf. But
there's a golf tee on the box.
And it's called golfing. So we got to look at, and we're going to try to play them. Cover Your Assets, Nuts About Mutts, and
Skull King.
Yes.
Pirate-based game.
So, of course, she grabbed that one. This one is more younger, I think. There's supposed to be a bunch of different ways that you can play when you're working with a young child. Let's see, like Nuts About Mutts is a hand elimination game with many unique twists.
And the graphics are really cute. You can't really tell from this box, but this graphic is kind of representative of all the graphics. So super cartoonish, which is adorable.
How to Cover Your Assets. The goal of Cover Your Assets is to be the first player to achieve a total of at least $1 million in assets. So you match things and create your own asset stockpile.
And Skull King, I'm trying to read the back and trying to figure out an easy way to describe it, and I'm not finding one. It's like a bidding game.
Oh, and this one was kind of cute because the pictures on the cards are based on his family.
We also stopped by Moose's booth. Moose, I believe, does like Chopkins, which we don't have any to show you, but they also do these things called Quixels and Beatos. And it looks like these are kind of like perler beads. If you've ever done a perler bead project where you have a board with pegs, and you put the perlers on the board, then you iron, and then all the beads stick together because they essentially melt together. It looks like this is the same concept, but instead of ironing your project, you put water on it, and then they stick together. So we're going to try these out and see if they actually work, but these were giveaways from Moose. Here we have a Top Trumps magazine of sorts. We have trump cards here. These are all themed around deep sea animals. And then inside, you have more information about the animals that are on the cards, and certain pages will have games, like mini games you could play with the trading cards.
Laser pegs. They had such a cute display area. All these really cool things that they made out of these pegs, and they all light up. You got one of these so that you could wear, which it's always nice to be able to find where I am or find where you are. It's hard to see. Hard to tell.
So
but they have little tables that you can put your Legos on, or well, whatever these are, laser pegs, not necessarily Legos.
Not Legos.
And once you place them into your table, then they light up, and then you put another block on top, and then both of them light up. So whatever you're making, as you put it together, it'll be lit up. It's really cool.
X Cube. So X Cube, it is the next generation shape-shifting twisting logic puzzle. I am not very good at things like this.
Neither am I.
But they were giving it out to media and bloggers, so I thought, why not? We'll test it out. We'll see how it goes. This apparently was like a Kickstarter project, and it launched recently. A recent college grad thought up the idea to do this kind of a newfangled Rubik's Cube kind of project. So while you're not just trying to match the colors, you're also trying to match the shape. Because if you look at it, it's not a square.
Nope.
And so once you start twisting things, the shape is going to get all out of whack. So you have to get the shape and then get the colors, which takes a lot of thinking, I think. But some of you guys are probably super smart. I'm sure you could do it in 5 minutes.
Let's see your handwriting here. What does it say? It says 1.25 times 10 to the 35th possible permutations. Okay, that's scary right there.
But we're going to try it.
And her brother's going to try it.
And my brother will probably get it super quick. Whereas I'll just be like, oh, look, I did it, and have never actually done anything.
They had super giant Jenga games. So if you played, you got a little mini pack of Jengas to play with. They're really kind of cool. They're hard to do, though.
Yeah, very. They're like heavy or something.
So when you're used to being able to pull out a peg, it doesn't come out quite as easy, unless it has different rules. They didn't tell us that. They just kind of had a whole bunch out there and wanted you to try them.
And in order to get this, we had to play the actual
game. So I made her play.
So we played, and I won. She lost. So we got this little mini giant Jenga.
as we said, Paw Patrol was there, so they were giving these handy dandy magnets out.
This Versa bricks is interesting. So
it is an interesting concept.
The Versa bricks help you connect like Lego, Hot Wheels, and K'NEX all together. So you can use pieces from your K'NEX set, your Lego set, and your Hot Wheels set.
Your track.
Together.
For the track part.
Exactly. So you can't like build things per se with this, but it'll help you use everything out, like all the building sets out there that are being marketed to kids and adults, and connect them all. And then there's this thing which...
One of us won.
One of us won.
Not quite sure.
So there were, every hour of the show, people that went to the media breakfast that tweeted various things and attached Spin Master or ChiTAG to the tweet were put into a raffle, and they were choosing a raffle every hour. So apparently there was some miscommunication because we thought there was a board with the writing of the names on there so we could check a board, but they were just direct messaging or tweeting winners. And after like 45 minutes of trying to figure out what the deal was.
Yes, where the board was.
Yeah, then, you know, we were on our way out, and this guy comes, and he's like, ma'am, you guys were, like, you were pulled as the winner for the 3 o'clock raffle, and we were like, what are you talking about?
I'm not really big on Twitter.
So, I think that Mom won. But what's weird is that I got the direct message, but we were standing together, and the thing Mom tweeted was a picture of both of us at ChiTAG.
Yeah, I did.
So, completely confused. She's the official winner.
I'm the pity winner. I don't know. So we picked a Digi-Owl, and even if she won, she would have probably picked the Digi-Owl anyway.
And given it to her anyways.
So it's okay.
So it's a Digi-Owl, like the Digi-Birds.
I mean, the whole thing of the fair, it's very... Twitter-based and Facebook-based, and a lot of the booths, too. Like us, share, do this, do that, and then we'll let you have something from it. Yeah, and do it right there, and then do it. But if your hands are full because you've got a camera and you want to take some pictures, and you've got your purse, and you've got a little bag that you're holding, it's really hard to hold your cell phone and do all this stuff that they want you to do. And it takes me a long time.
Right, yeah. So first, it takes a long time to do all that on the phone. But second, if you're like me, you have a digital SLR camera with a microphone hanging around your chest with your bag, and the cell phone in a protected pocket with the business cards, so you don't really want to be reaching for your cell phone every 5 minutes, which is why I don't take a ton of cell phone pictures and tweet them out during events, because I have a very nice camera to take pictures with, and or video. So I think for the future ChiTags, they may want to go into something where you scan your badge to enter giveaways, scan your badge to automatically like us on Facebook, something like that. Because it's just very hard if you're trying to take real high quality stuff to have your cell phone in this hand and your nice expensive camera in this hand. Yeah. For me, at least.
And last year they did it differently, and I'm not saying that, oh, I'm only going there for free stuff, but it's nice to have free stuff. It's nice if somebody hands you something and says, can you please do a review? But they did give you a bag that had some choice products in there that you could go and talk and review about. I thought that was very nice. They changed how they did it. And they thought that this way you could talk to more people about their products. But if it's somebody like Spin Master and they've got 4 booths around and you're pretty aware of all their toys already, it's nice if you have a Spin Master toy in a bag that they said, hey, can you do a review on it? And then you can concentrate on those smaller companies that really need that word of mouth stuff that, okay, tell me about it. Why should I talk about it? You know, let me know. So I think it's they wanted to do it differently. They said people didn't like getting things in a bag that were just a collection of things. I don't know who said that. I'm happy with anything. It's very nice that they do that. So I'm not quite sure if maybe bigger companies didn't want to do that and they're just saying it was us.
It's a strange show because it's definitely in the middle of consumer and quote-unquote professional.
Right.
It's a weird show, but in one respect I love it because it's so family-oriented. In the other respect, it would have been nice to just get more than paper products. But like my mom said, we're always so appreciative of the stuff that people give us to show on the channels for content creation purposes. So we have stuff to show you guys.
Right.
And it was nice last year that we had a few more things that were more suited for our channels.
Yes.
Right off the bat to show you guys. If that makes sense.
So get more doll things so that we can talk about doll things. And Hasbro really wasn't there. I don't understand why maybe Hasbro waits for all the bells and the whistles and goes to New York and says, you know, Chicago's just small potatoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to see a Hasbro booth.
Yeah, or a Mattel booth. Like, get some of the big companies in. Spin Master is a great company, yes, but they're Jack specific. Let's bring some more people in from other toy companies and let's make this a really big show-stopping event.
And I understand they want to save it for the big show, but I think they could find a few people that could man a smaller booth at things like the Chicago show.
Mm-hmm. If Hasbro can go to the My Little Pony fairs and have like 2 people come for those, this is definitely a show they should go to.
Yes. That's true. Absolutely. So, you didn't say anything about your bracelet.
I have, the Spin Master booth they have a bracelet maker. It's essentially a label maker.
It is. It's a glorified label
bracelets.
maker.
So you get the
fancy
tab, you get the pre-cut bracelets, and then you put this through the machine, and every letter you need, you stamp it on there, and it embosses it on here as such.
And Spin Master did have the Yoda, the interactive Yoda, which was really cool to see him in person actually moving his wand. His lightsaber. It was really neat. I want one.
She does.
I want one. He's cool.
But overall, I mean, it's an interesting show. If you're in the Chicagoland area, go to it. It's a great way to spend a Saturday or Sunday.
And you can always find discounts for it, too.
Find discounts. Groupon has had Groupons for the past 2 years. Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts get in free. Educators, librarians get in free. Media people, bloggers, all that stuff that falls under media, you can also possibly get in free. So, and if you can't, then it's like $10 a ticket.
Yeah, it's really reasonably priced.
So it is an interesting show. You should definitely go to it. You'll see some of this stuff on my channel, some of it on Barbee0913's channel. And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.